Hey y'all, it's Erin. I am hiking right now on the Appalachian Trail, and I just figured I would do a quick video to show you what I packed for a hike by myself that is a day hike. So I had my glasses, sunglasses, just so that I don't get a migraine. I have a specific backpack that you saw I unhooked from my waist, so that takes less pressure from my shoulder and puts it more on my waist. Normally when I am backpacking into a campsite, I have both shoulders. Since I have an injured shoulder, that's not the best idea for me, and I'm on a part of the Appalachian Trail where I can't even camp. So this is just what I do for my health and my safety on a day hike when I'm by myself. So, as you can see, I have a knife in the back zipper, so I'm able to reach over and get it from behind. I have another knife. I didn't have my 550 cord with me because I did not pack. This was a very last minute thing. I also have my lightest raincoat. I don't expect it to rain, so I packed the smallest, lightest one. I have a red tactical light. I have tuna and what's it called? I have plastic utensils in there if I need. This is not what I would do on an overnight hike. This is just what I'm doing for a day hike because I've ended up on hikes that ended up being night hikes when it wasn't planned. So I come prepared with enough food for 2 days and enough water for 3. So since I'm hiking by myself, I cared more about my safety than I normally do when I'm with a hiking buddy. So that is why I chose the Appalachian Trail. That's why I chose a hike that I know very well and a region that I know I can do as a disabled veteran. So in here, I'm actually not going to open it up for you. So I have duct tape, I have a mirror, I have a whistle, I have kindling, I have a fishing kit, a compass, and I don't know what the other thing is. So this is my safety kit that I have with me at almost all times. Sometimes when I'm with friends, I won't take it, but when I'm by myself, I always have this. It is in a waterproof bag, so all of it is safe and dry. So, that's what I have for the back. And just remember that I'm training for the Appalachian Trail, doing the whole thing. So I don't do flashlights, I don't do batteries, I don't do all the heavy stuff. And I don't train with a pistol either. I just use strategy and tactics more. So, this is my lantern. I have it on the back of my backpack the whole time I'm hiking, and this is solar energy. So at night, if I was, let's see, in an emergency situation, I would be able to blow this up. It becomes a canister, and I will have a lantern to light my way. Now, I was wearing this. I shed a layer because I got hot. Hammocks are my favorite thing. I'm probably not going to do the AT with a tent. I'm going to be hammock camping. So this is the hammock I've used the most. This isn't the hammock I'm going to use for the AT, but this is my day hiking hammock because I love it. I'll show you real quick. So I believe I'm at kind of like a Boy Scout campsite. So there's all these trees. I'm at a little fire pit right now, near a juncture of the trail. So I plan to hike that I know I can do with my injuries by myself. But if for any reason, let's say no one was on the trail, no one heard my whistle, I injured my ankle or something like that, I would be making it back to this campsite. I would stay at this campsite and just stay here until another person on the AT was able to come help me. Alright, so because it's a day hike, I have stuff that's heavier than what I would take on the AT. I have my Lutheran prayer book. I have a journal and a pen. Normally I would not take two hats, but I don't remember why I did. I know there was a reason why I did. So this is my camping beanie that has a light here. And so I can have red light or white light on my head, which is really great if I have to erect a shelter really fast, if it's going to rain and it's dark. If it was a rainy day and my lantern didn't get enough solar power from the sun, I wouldn't be able to use the lantern quite as much. So this is the only battery thing that I have right now. But it's just enough light that I can set up a tent or gather firewood or whatever I need just fine. Like I said, I have food, so I have almonds and cashews. I have a high protein bar that's 13 grams of protein and 5 grams of sugar. Then I have water and a mug. And then I have iodine as well. You can tell that I'm not planning on cooking or staying the night or anything like that. This is just, I've been on too many day hikes that turned into night hikes. So I will always have late. I don't need my phone to be charged necessarily. But I also have wipes. Since I'm in the woods, I don't really need sunscreen. I'm Irish and German. I'm not using it, so I have the smallest one. I have hand sanitizer wipes. I have a bug essential oil mix, essentially, so I will actually do that right now. Since I do have memory loss, I have my watch on so I know the day and time. Obviously, I can figure out the approximate time in the woods because I'm very familiar with the cycle of the moon, stars, and sun and all that. But I also have mints. I have sleep essential oils. I have Tylenol, Germex, and in case I injured my ankle, I have Tiger Balm. Right now, I'm wearing a necklace for migraines. I have my knee brace and my ankle brace. If I was overnight hiking, I would not bring a lighter. Some day hiking, I do happen to have one. I'm almost done, I promise. Alright. So, that's my gear. That's what I have for fun for the day. So I'll journal and pray and all that up on the mountain. Or hill, whatever you want to call it. Then, for my safety, because I am hiking by myself, I have not one but 2 dog tags. So in my boots, it has my name and my blood type and my religion. And then I also have it on my hip. Let's say I were to get a concussion or amnesia out here. I have my military ID, I have my driver's license, and I have one form of money so that if anyone steals stuff from my car, they don't have what's most important to me. I would recommend that you have a business card or something else in your pocket that's more replaceable than your driver's license. That's just what I had on hand today, so that's what I ended up doing. So, I have my valuables with me, I have identification on me. I don't have allergies, so I don't have a red dog tag. And this is all light enough that, let's say if my back or shoulder was getting tired, I have a handle so I can just carry it like this. It's a little heavy to carry like that, but it's heavy really just because it's a short hike. So I brought a book that I would normally never bring. For hiking the AT, I'm gonna have like the tiny New Testament Bible, like that's it's like just bigger than a deck of cards essentially. And I'll have stuff way more waterproof and better. I will obviously do videos when I get ready for that. But that's what I have for safety. Please, 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 do not ever go on a hike by yourself. If one, you're not familiar with hiking. Two, if you're not familiar with the region, so the nature, the wildlife, the people that are out in the area, you must know your medical needs and issues before you go hiking. The mistakes that I made on this hike was I'm not wearing a belt and I don't have my inhaler. I sometimes have cold-induced, cardio-induced, or altitude-induced asthma. Because I'm by myself, I know that I'm going to stop anytime that I need because I don't have it. It's not cold enough for me to really get cold-induced asthma, and I'm hiking, so I'm not really going to get cardio-induced asthma. So that's a little bit. Please, if you are small in stature, if you are female or non-binary femme or have disabilities or any reason that would make you more vulnerable, please do not hike by yourself. And if you are hiking by yourself, do it somewhere where you know the region, where you're as prepared as I am, and you have wilderness and first aid survival training, and you have someone who knows where you are that will call you at a certain time, place a map of where you're going to be hiking and staying upside down in your car, not face up, because there are creeps in the woods. So you cannot put where you're going to be open face in your car. You have to turn it upside down. So if for any reason search and rescue has to come find you, they're going to go look for your car. They're going to be able to find phone numbers, emergency contacts, map, all the other stuff. I ended up rambling, not talking about the hike that I'm on, but I very, very much care about the safety and health and enjoyment of hikes for people, because almost every single time I hike on the Appalachian Trail, I come across people in the parking lot and on the hike who were completely unprepared. They didn't have any water or any food or any bug spray, or they just are like, oh, we're just going to go on this hike, didn't have any sunscreen or whatever they needed for their medical things. I know what I need. Someone else might need something different. So because of my blood type, I need more protection against mosquitoes. So I'm actually not as protected as I normally am right now because I'm not wearing high socks. But it's a short day hike and it's not cold. My boots are going to protect me from the little creeks. So I'm fine on this hike. I pretty much always hike with someone else if I've never been somewhere before. I can't remember ever getting lost. I know my way very well in the woods, but because I have amnesia, I take more things into consideration. So I have taken pictures at every little map, trail marking, etc. Before my TBI, I would not have done any of that because I know the trail, I was with a friend, all this other stuff. Because I'm by myself, I'm making sure that if for any reason I have another concussion or have disassociation or amnesia, I have everything on my phone. My phone is pretty much fully charged and I won't be using it except for photos. I have everything I need on my phone to help me out in my environment and in my situation. So I'm super excited, cannot wait to share the photos. Dragon's Tooth is one of my favorite short hikes, because I like the top of it. I would say in this region that Rock Castle Gorge is my favorite long hike, but don't ask me my favorite hike in the US or in the world, because I pretty much have a favorite one per region or per state. Same with campsites. Been hiking and camping all over the south, southeast, Midwest, Middle South, and the West Coast, all over the West Coast, and then like the Northern Pacific part. So there's only like 2 regions of the U.S. really that I have not, plus Alaska. I have been camping in Hawaii. Pretty much a little bit of like the Rocky Mount part, like Utah and Colorado. I haven't really been there, and I have yet to go camping and hiking in the Northeast. Other than that, I've been pretty much camping in every environment in the U.S. So I have a little bit of experience. It drives me nuts when people ask me questions without giving me specifics, because how I pack for the Appalachian Trail in a southern state is going to be different than how I pack for the northern part, or how I pack for Texas is going to be different than how I pack for Louisiana. How I pack for Washington or Montana or Wyoming is going to be different than how I pack for California. So now that I'm out of the military and I have a little more time to make videos, I'm going to be doing distinctly different videos about different environments and how to pack for your safety, for your health, and everything else. Have a great one.